Yay, yay. Time for another update. It's raining like a motherfucker outside. We still have a little bit to go on this beast. Turn the old welder off. As you see here, we are close to being wrapped up. Got to finish a little bit more weld in there and then sand that finish, grinding that smooth. Just a little bit of weld to finish up in the front there. This is mostly welded. There's a little bit to tighten up here and there. Now you see the seam in the corner here. I want to drag, well actually I don't think I might. I'm going to drag a grinder through there, but I welded that from the back, which I assume would be the way the factory does it with their little tack weld there. And then you put some seam sealer in there. So that way you don't have to grind it. The same thing with the seam down here. I welded all those from the back. But there we are. We have a rocker panel. We have a cab corner. The floor pan. And we got pretty much everything. I need to finish grinding everything. It's all nasty and fucking schlaggy steel. But yes, it's pretty much ready. We'll get this ground up. Now from the back of this, I didn't do anything special. I just welded it up. It's all... I didn't even make sure the metal was even particularly. I just put big fat fucking welds in there and called it good. And then you can see what I did up here. Welded that shit from the back. There's a couple little pinholes there. We'll probably tighten those up. Same thing here. Couple little pinholes, we'll tighten that shit up. But for the most part, we're going to be doing this as factory. So on the pinholes in the corners and whatnot, they'll just be getting seam sealer. There's a little spot there I need to finish tacking up to. That piece was pretty rusted right there. But other than that, we still making progress. Shit's pretty slow going to make it look right. Now you can see, like I say, how bad that cab corner's got in the last couple of years. She got to go. So we'll get this guy installed on here tomorrow. And then we'll finish this up. You see back here, you see that seam we have to weld there. And then we have to tighten everything up from the back here once we cut everything. But you can see what we have going on here. Big gaps, and there's a big gash right there too. We're gonna have to tighten all that shit up. But this is pretty much, there's, like I say, there's a couple little spots that we're gonna deal with. The floor pan itself, I'm not gonna worry about, and I'm gonna grind it down pretty much like that. Might be a little bit fucking tighter than that. And there's a couple little areas here I want to tighten up with some welding too. Now I believe I didn't finish that seam just yet, so there's just a couple little shits, but we're almost done. Finally, fuck, I keep saying this weekend, but this weekend we actually will be ready to shoot undercoating on here. So I'll finish the couple little things that we have going on here with the floor pans and the rockers, this little cab corner, and then we're gonna get this thing outside and start prepping it. So next time you guys see this, I guess we'll do an update once we finish that corner. But other than that, the next time you guys see this, it'll be going outside. which we'll see how it goes. I might end up painting my DeVillen project first before I spend too much time tightening up the paint job on this. Undercarriage will probably go first, though. But as this bay in the garage is empty, I need to get another car in here. So DeVillen's coming in so we can get that engine in it. Headers. We have trannies to choose from. We've got to get those slicks underneath of it. Yada yada. There's a ton of shit. We don't even want to start touching base on that. But as soon as this thing is finished, that's where we're going with it. So like I say, realistically, I'm going to be thrashing on this thing all night tomorrow. And with luck, I'll be done. What is it? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, we're probably going to be looking at Wednesday evening or Thursday before this is actually wrapped up. Then, like I say, weather permitting, I am going to shove this out and start prepping the undercarriage. So we'll touch base with you guys here in a couple days. Wheeze out!